Good morning, guys. Okay, I know it's been a couple of days, had to take a few days off for self-care, Thanksgiving, my daughter's birthday, and all that fun stuff. It's been a beautiful weekend. Hope everything's going all right with you. Uh-oh. Okay, weird. Had my cards the wrong way. So I'm feeling a little out of place just because there's so much going on, and like I said, I haven't had this much rest actually in over a year, so it was really, really nice, and hopefully you guys got a little bit of rest over the weekend too. Okay, so today is Monday, December the 2nd. Okay, so first off, I want to go over the numbers of the month. It is the 12th month. Okay, 12 breaks down to 3, so it's about surrendering to joy. Okay, surrendering to the higher perspective. And already I tell you guys that because we also have a 12 universal year. So we have 12/12 today. Okay, then we have the universal month number, which is 15. So guys, we're in a 3-month, a 3-year, a 6 universal month, and I think tomorrow we've got all kinds of transits coming up. We have 4 9s. Okay, so we have a 369 creation code tomorrow, and I'm not going to get into that now, mainly because I haven't done the horoscope yet. Like I said, I did take the weekend off. Okay, no work. Even though I brought my cards with me, I did not really touch them at all. Okay, so 15 is about expressing a change in your boundaries, you know, because you've been surrendering to joy, right? Instead of surrendering to anger, fear, hate, all those 3D paradigms that you weren't born with, that are unnatural to you. We are getting back to our natural state, okay, with changing our boundaries in what we will and won't accept in terms of behavior and treatment from others and to others, and especially when dealing with ourselves. Okay, so I'll get to that in a minute. Anyways, so the 15 equals 6. So this is about something in your everyday practice, learning how to be joyful instead of attaching yourself to something that's negative and rolling with that. Okay, so traveling on the higher path and making that a habit. Telling yourself, I'm going to wake up feeling grateful every day. Okay. So the day and the date numbers are 2 and 17. Now guys, I've been seeing 17 quite a bit. 17 has been all up my ass this weekend. 17, 17, 17. Like last weekend, my old man was watching football, and you know, I do other things. I'm not into football. So I come in the room, and I'm, you know, reading something on my phone, and I look up, and the score's tied at 17-17. This was last weekend, okay, and not Thanksgiving Day weekend, but the weekend before that. So this weekend, like 3 different times, I came in the room, and there was a different game playing, and I happened to come in the room and look at the TV while the score is 17-17. So I was kind of tripping out on that, you know. In 1 week, that's 4 games. I saw 17-17, so 17 has been screaming at me. And when I mentioned it to my daughter, and I was telling her about it, and we're still looking at the TV screen, and like there's one player on the whole screen while we're looking at the numbers, the scores on the bottom, and the guy turns around and guess what number his jersey was. You guessed it, it was number 17. So 17's been all up my ass. In the tarot deck, that is the card of the Aquarius, the star card, wishes and dreams, hopes, social circles, your social life, your groups, and what groups and societies that you belong to. Hopes, wishes, and dreams, basically. Okay, so 17 is the number of wishes. It's about dreams, and with the number 2 being the date number, because it's December 2nd, this is about harmony, balance, working together, teamwork. It's also about love and care and goals. So some of you guys might have been recently been able to achieve some things that you've wanted for a while, or, you know, it doesn't have to be a big dream, but the thing is, it was something that you've been wanting that you weren't able to progress in. So you may have seen some progress in the last couple of days, especially over the Thanksgiving holiday. in terms of goals, what you need to do, what you decided to do. And some of you guys have decided to please yourself. So all these numbers together, looking at them, it's like realizing that you have to surrender to joy. You can't be angry. You can't be too serious. But rolling up the sleeves and taking care of things. Now the 17 also equals 8. So it could be one person expressing harmony and balance as a legacy. Okay, and surrendering to joy by changing your boundaries or asserting your boundaries on an everyday basis, forming a habit and going after your goals. Okay, so it's like things, you're not necessarily things falling into place, but you're putting yourself in the position to where things will fall into place. Okay, so what do we have? Mercury in Scorpio, sextiling Pluto in Capricorn. That's versatile, flexible, restless too. That's a lot of energy. And also somebody could be prone to a sudden change of opinion. Like, you know, if they thought the sky was purple, they could just up one day and be like, no, you know what, the sky's not purple anymore. It's yellow, and yellow with polka dots. Okay, and suddenly they could just change their mind. The holidays were wonderful, but today you may find somebody saying, okay, what date are you flying out? What day you're leaving? Somebody may need a little bit of space. Mercury in Scorpio, it's communication, judgment, clear, in depth. Okay, sextiling Pluto, transformation of the things you're most scared of, especially with the past. Talking about the past. Being hopeful and optimistic about changes that are coming. Changes in behavior, changes in, I want to say, constructs or construction, changes in how things are, the formations and structured around you. Okay, like today, today somebody could suddenly say, okay, you know what? I am done listening to country music. I'm going to go listen to pop, you know, that kind of thing. Mercury in Scorpio could be talk about curbing something or cutting something off. Or discussing how something you stopped doing or something that you had cut off is for the better. So this could definitely be about judgment and clarity in judgment, talking about how changes have been affecting you and feeling hopeful. And the fact that it's at 21 degrees, okay, guys, we got 12, 12, 21, 21. Okay, that's 4 threes. That's, for me, 4 threes is about accessing the Akashic records. It's data, it's information, it's travel, it's joy, and it's communication and information. So you could be talking about something that you definitely want to change, but you've been afraid of it. But you're, you know, basically saying, I'm so over this. I'm scared of what's going to happen, but I want to move forward. 21, the authentic expression, a culmination, a time when things come together. So this could also be making plans to finish something or to complete something or to end something in any area, you know, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. There's something that you're jazzed about completing, or you're talking about how things are suddenly coming together once you finish doing this. Okay, so the second big transit today, we have Jupiter entering Capricorn, and you guys may have been feeling it for the last couple of days. It actually entered Capricorn this morning before I even opened. And as you guys know, when Jupiter leaves a sign, or actually when any planet leaves a sign at the 29th degree, that's when something usually happens. However, it doesn't happen all the time when the planet is at 29 degrees because, you know, energy vibrates out. And with Jupiter, that's like, I want to say like over a month. Okay, so if your 29 degree present didn't get dropped in your lap by Jupiter, it's coming. Okay, it's still coming. We still have time. I think it's like a month and a half, almost 2 months before you could possibly get to it, depending upon how late in degrees that your houses start at. Okay, so for Jupiter entering Capricorn, Capricorn's a very strong materialistic sign. It can be downright evil. It can be sabotage, but it can also be serious. So when I see Jupiter in Capricorn, I think about serious joy. So for me, that's kind of like people are going to work to make themselves happy, or they're rolling up their sleeves and putting all their energy into what makes them happy. Okay, Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion. Okay, so with Jupiter in Capricorn, that's ambition, being lucky in enterprise, or lucky enterprise. Okay, let's see. If you have this in your chart, you gain a high position in life through hard work and fierce willpower. Ooh, Capricorn is an earth sign, and Jupiter's influence is propitious for enterprises that involve earth in some kind of way, like mining, construction, land development, real estate, oil industry. I want to say landscaping, yard work. Success, it's not a flash in the pan. This is a gradual, slow achievement. It is an earth sign, so it's slowly but surely, no matter what. You know, it's a steady build, or building for steady or sturdiness. Okay, it's over the long term, and it's due to a lot of discipline. Okay, now with Jupiter in Capricorn, that's an instinct for business. You could be a canny trader. Okay, and you can handle your finances conservatively. And let's see, economy and extravagance. So you can pinch pennies, but when you have a big chunk of money, you will be kind and generous. And you know, Jupiter enters Capricorn, somebody's going to benefit from your generosity. Okay, and you're serious about it. It makes you feel good to help somebody else, or to help others get ahead. This can be really useful in business, okay, because you're able to keep a budget, but you're not afraid to spend when you have to. So that talks about investment, long-term investment. You realize that you need to invest in something, and you're not afraid to do it. You're just going to take care of it, okay? Capricorn, solid, steady, and they'll just take care of it. Okay, so luckiest times of the year for Jupiter in the 10th house, Capricorn, will be when the sun is in Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And right now we still have the sun in Sagittarius until the, sorry, I gotta look. until when? God, fonnet, can I not read this? Oh, here we go. The 21st, winter solstice, the sun will move to Capricorn. So this will be a fortunate time for some of you guys. Now, I want to say, what else do I want to say? Oh, negative side. With Jupiter entering Capricorn, this is like its weakest. It's supposed to be its downfall, okay? And there may be a tendency towards being arrogant, or a devil-may-care attitude. So you want to watch that self-sabotage, or the tendency to intimidate, threaten, or tempt people with the carrot, if you catch my drift. Okay, don't be trying to manipulate people, especially with, you know, if you're offering, you're throwing money here. Oh, I'll give you $20 if you do that, just to get people to do stuff for you. So, you know, careful of that tendency to buy people. Oh, look at that. Careful of your tendency to buy people. And then this is this way, temptation, courtship. Interesting. Huh. Funny. I checked all my cards this morning and I haven't touched them. So when cards come out like that, that's usually a significant sign. So let's see what else is going on also. I think I covered everything that's going on today, except for saying that the moon is still in Aquarius, which is perfect for manifestation. Now we're coming up on the full moon in Gemini on December 11th. It is the 2nd, but I'm already seeing that energy coming in. Okay, so whatever happened with that full moon in Taurus last month, it might be happening right now this second. There might be a lot of shit going down here. Okay, so you can expect that kind of stuff in the very next house, because it's at the same degree. Wow, okay. full moon in Taurus was 11/12, and the full moon in Gemini is 12/11. I'm seeing a lot of number synchronicities. I have quite a bit. Even when I stay home and like don't even pay attention to the TV, like I'll hear 11/11. It's kind of funny. If I'm not looking at something, I will hear the number. Somebody will say it out loud, or I'll, you know, walk by the house, somebody's house, and I'll hear something. It's cracks me up. Synchronicity finds me everywhere I'm at. Okay, so I've not gotten together the information about the full moon in Gemini. I will be looking at last year's one so I can get a handle on that. But that energy is definitely coming in. So with moon in Aquarius, tracking the moon. I have not tracked it. Okay, that's one of the things that has been missing. I did get a bunch of channelings for the Sagittarius. I have like a whole page for that. Okay, so the extras that I had gotten was projectiles, missiles, fist fights. Okay, and also there's shooting, stabbing, domestic violence. Okay, and with, let's see, Mars and the nodes with that one. Let me take a look at what is going on. Mercury and Scorpio. So it almost feels like you guys might be running an errand somewhere having to do with the color blue, or it could be like you got your mind blown, or for some of you guys with the Pluto sexual component, you might have gotten a blowjob, or like with your vehicle, it might have blew the head. The letter blue, blew up. Okay, hold on. The letter, did I say the letter blue? The color blue, sorry. The color purple. Okay, so I just got the color purple inside my head too, so there's definitely a mixture of energies in there. Purple I would associate with Jupiter. So blue and the purple with Pluto's black. Black and blue, purple and blue. Black and blue, purple and blue. Some of you guys might be dealing with feeling a little beat up, taking care of your health. Talking about death in harmony with all the changes that are being made now that they're gone. So some of you guys could have been waiting for somebody to leave. Just pretty much surrendering to the situation. Death and rebirth, power and transformation, power and powerless. So a lot of people are also realizing that they need to take their power back. So this is a discussion about what can I do to get control over my life or control over myself. Remember that time when we fought? Okay, so I'm getting like a discussion there. Remember when we fought? Or remember that one time we threw down, hold down. Let's see. Hold on. And Capricorn is the second house to the Aquarius moon right now. So that would be about property, environment, values. Some of us are realizing that we need to value ourselves more and not to settle for second class treatment. What? Sorry, I'm being stopped by mosquito bloodsuckers. Ooh, Somebody could be talking about vampires. Speaking of bloodsuckers, okay, we got the Scorpio and the Pluto element in here, and then the Capricorn making it an evil. So it could be vampires. I got a zombie army, and you can't harm me. Hoodoo, you voodoo, bitch. Okay, I was listening to this yesterday. There's a video game called Dead Island. It's stuck in my broken PS3. I need to get a new one. But anyways, that song ended up being played. It's on my song list, but I heard it over and over and over again. So let's talk about drink blood like a vampire without warning. Hoodoo, you voodoo, bitch. So there could be talk about evils and things that need to change. Like the new federal dog abuse law. Yay, animal abuse. Woohoo! Get those fuckers out of here. Punish them. Punish him. Okay, so this could be talking about, I want to say, corporal punishment. Talking about imprisoning the people who've done wrong. Like, this needs to end. This is bullshit. Shit needs to change. You can't be allowed to lord over people like that. Okay, hold on. Let me look at the Jupiter and Capricorn. So during the period when Jupiter enters Capricorn, a Capricorn can get lucky. Okay, and I am talking about sun, moon, and rising, but I feel like for the most part it would be the rising sign that gets activated by Jupiter's luck. Okay, so Jupiter entering Capricorn with this Aquarius moon, there can be, what do you call it? Money, possessions, material security, values, work, daily routines, and environment. So it looks like somebody is going to really benefit about, so this is like the end of a stage. If you are with somebody or with a partner or with a loved one, family member, neighbor, or somebody that you are working with, or somebody you were trying to communicate or connect with, this is the time when they're of huge benefit to you. Okay, they're serious, and it makes them happy to help you. When you benefit, the relationship benefits. Okay, so this is going to be the time when somebody's loyal and sincere and responsible. Lucky in responsibilities. So yeah, this could definitely be a time when something can be handled for you due to, a pay it forward kind of system where, you come home one day and you have no weed whacker, and you come home and your yard's been mowed, and you're like, well, what the hell? Yes, awesome, thank you. And then, either somebody shows up and says, oh, I thought I'd do that today, or you could be left wondering, who was this generous person that did this for me? It could very well turn out to be a type of gift. Okay, very, very lucky. I'm getting something, guys, but I can't translate it yet. Give me a second. I'm like staring at this. In fact, you know what? I'm going to put you guys on pause for a second. Let me see if I get any channeling, and I'll be back in a second for you anyways. So you could, like I was saying, somebody could say, I want to do this for you, or I want to buy this for you. I'm not getting a lot right now, but like I said, I just come back after 4 days. So give it a minute. I will put any additional channelings in the bottom. Any other attached words that I get, the phrases. Okay, so first off, 1, 2, 3 cards, 39, 18, and 4. So right off the bat, we have the collective, friends, neighbors, and family, supporters, loyal followers, fans, and for you, oh, look at that. And for some of you guys, Vibe Tribe. Now, like I was saying, the the full moon in Gemini is coming up already. So a lot of you guys are going to notice that things are going to pick up and you're going to be busy. Busy, 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 busy. And this is all about the physical labor and traveling back and forth to do things, running errands, communicating, talking to people. Number 3 comes up quite a bit. So there's a lot of traveling, a lot of talking, a lot of discussing, a lot of friends, and also a lot of serious joy. Oh. Okay, so 39 with 3 of Wands. There's an opportunity here. Sun and Aries. Attention, focus to courage. So some of you guys might be coming out and announcing, or I want to say launching something new. Okay, trying to get your advertisement, information, or service into the hands of others. So this feels like a marketing opportunity. For some of you guys, it is a launch of maybe a website or a YouTube channel or a blog or a vlog. This is the beginning of something new. Possibly even a newsletter. Some of you guys might have some kind of something developing here. I'm getting readers and fans. So this kind of feels like a behind the scenes information. Sign up for the daily newsletter. There's something about a daily form or a daily formation. Excuse me, this could very well be a public gathering, like deciding to, okay guys, I'm going to meet with you guys every Monday morning at 8:30 to have coffee. So this could be very well setting plans into action. Some of you guys have to take this opportunity to get out there and meet new people, especially if you've had like exploding piles of glitter shit all around you. If the shit has been hitting the fan, it's for a reason. Okay, and if suddenly you're left with nobody around you that you can count on, this is your opportunity to do what you love and get out there and meet other people, okay? Get in your car and drive. Cancer. The Chariot, number 7 card, is about determination, willpower. So, you know, if you've recently left a group or you've left some people behind because they were toxic or they did not value you, they undervalued you or like totally dissed you in your face, it's time to leave those shores, leave those people behind because they don't support you, okay? Instead, you need to focus on yourself, do what you love, okay? And when you're doing what you love, you will automatically link up with people who have the same common interest. Now, the Chariot can be about vehicles too. When I see the Chariot, it's about, got a fast car, moving in a fast car. For some of you guys, this is like people noticing what you do and they took the opportunity to buy you a brand new car. Somebody could get a brand new car. They could get lucky because people appreciate what you do and they see how hard you work. Your efforts and your determination have not gone unnoticed. 39 also breaks down to a 3. So we already have 3, 3, 3, 3, 9, 4, 5, 8, 10. Okay, so 3, 3. Unconditional love, people coming to support you. Yeah, this is like people coming and bringing you gifts or checking in with you, people wanting to be friends with you. Hey, I just wanted to see what you were up to. For some of you guys, there can be an opportunity for a car from you. Not necessarily a brand new car, but a brand new car to you. Castle. Home is where the heart is. Your home is your castle. For some of you guys, this can be crowdfunding to get what you need for your home, for your vehicle. Just a second. Yeah, people may get together to help you out with a mode of transportation. And some of it is because you have a new child or you have a new adopted animal. There is something that, or someone or something, if it's an animal, that is dependent on you. This can be a new baby. Okay, so there's a lot of people who have been noticing that you need help. So it's like they get together and you get a new card. Partnership with this is a reward. I'm hearing a partnership with. So this is almost like sponsored. they tell some kind of corporation, like I don't know, if somebody called up, like that would be a dream. If somebody called up Jeep and said, hey, we know this lady who has walked 17 miles to work every day. We see her do it every day. Is there something that you can do for her? She's recently had a child, or she recently inherited a child that she adopted, or a new pet. You know, she needs to be able to take that child to the doctors, to school, need to be able to take that animal to the vet, to the trainer, whatever. Is there something you can help us with? Okay, and the thing is, this child is now placed with them, or this animal is now placed with them. There's some healing going on. There's some healing involved and some unconditional love. This child, this is their next step in their evolution. Not only, you might have had to be separated from it, or you might not have had a child or an animal for a long time because you had some healing to do. Now this may have been returned to you, a possession, or possession of someone, something is being returned to you for healing. This may not be the first go around with this child. Now, child can also be idea. Also, this can be healing ideas of unconditional love. I mean, people could love you because you're just pure love. 18 is about healing, and it's healing, setting the example for healing, through healing. So this is also a situation that inspired a lot of people, and that's why they took an opportunity to help this person out. Uh-oh. So let's clarify child. Ooh, I'm already on 32 minutes. Clarify child, please. Yeah, so you may receive something for your home. You know, even if it's a vehicle, like I said, you may need a new washer. You may need, let's see, what do we got? Gemini, new moon coming up. You need something, what was I going to say? Running errands. In order to run errands, to maintain a home, not necessarily create a home. Okay, so Chariot, 3 of Swords, and the Devil. You may not have had a vehicle for a long time, or you may not have had a home for a long time. These people are coming in to help sponsor you. The thing is, you're not really worried. Once, whatever this possession or child or animal is, you've already learned to surrender to the universe, and you're being taken care of. So you're allowing it to happen, but you're not taking advantage of it, and you've not played the victim either. You may not have even asked for help. And you're also determined not to fuck this up. So this looks like a return. A return of something that gave you power, or a return of your power. Return of your power to unconditionally love. So this feels like a second chance to do things right. Courtship. Being tempted, being courted. This is, we want you. We want to establish a connection or a bond with you. So there's somebody here. I'm not sure if it's a child or if it's this group of people, but I think they're trying to help you out because they want to help you establish, re-establish a bond with this property, this child, this animal, this person, place, or thing that is now in your possession, or something that you repossessed or got repossessed and given to you. So it's almost like, batter up, it's your turn. It's your turn to prove everybody wrong, because people may have been looking at you in a certain way and they had a particular judgment, okay, and they were wrong. And now you're kind of like, well, I don't give a fuck what other people say. It is all for the love of a child, okay? Your brain child, your biological child, somebody else's biological child who you've adopted or is now in your home, or an animal that you've adopted, or an animal that you lost that came back to you. Okay, no worries. It means no worries. I'm hearing Pumbaa. Okay, so courtship is about temptation. Somebody wanting to feel at home with you, or let me take a look at this. For some of you guys, you may have been in a relationship and you're seeing your partner step up. There's Cupid again. Okay, Cupid caught my eye. There's love in the home. So somebody treated you. Yeah, you got treated probably to a nice dinner, probably to some gifts and small presents. They're making me look at her pocket. So somebody splurged on you. They may have splurged on you for the love of a child, or they may have splurged on a child, or they may have splurged on both of you. Okay, whatever it is, this was treatment in kind. I mean, beautiful, beautiful energy. Oh, look at that. The star and the high priestess. Aw. So, for the longest time, you may have hoped that this person would have stepped up, and they did. Okay, and now the bond is even stronger. You weren't sure if they were going to come through for you, but you weren't attached to it, okay? You said, oh, well, you know, if they do, they do. That'd be freaking awesome. But if they don't, I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm going to keep going. I've already got something established with what I'm doing. So, you know, whether they accept this child or this dog or this possession or this property or not, it doesn't matter. The thing is, you know that you're doing the right thing. This is your hopes and dreams, guys. With the high priestess, this is the unknown. But it's also about tapping into your intuition. Guys, this is very, very strong energy. Courtship number 4 is also 1111. So this is a manifestation portal. Okay, your deepest, darkest wishes, what you've always wanted to come true. So it feels like you're establishing a home. Goals are moving forward. You have 1111 and the wish card. Okay, so it's a very potent time for you to manifest, and a lot of you guys are beginning to see manifestations. Now we are in what is today, the 2nd? Okay, so basically we are in the first part of 2 weeks. We're in the 3rd week following up the full moon in Taurus. So a lot of you guys, I think I said it earlier, that you're seeing the repercussions of the full moon in Taurus, and something is completing and you're moving forward with something new. Now we're coming up with the full moon in Gemini. Okay, so that energy is going to be merging. It's kind of like an information dump, where like Final Destination, where things start speeding up. And as we move out of getting situated or getting comfortable with something that we were uncomfortable with, or we didn't even know we wanted, you know, we had all the retrogrades, things coming back from the past, people, places, possessions, property, and then, you know, then we've got the full moon in Gemini coming up, beginnings and endings. So that's a lot of running around. It's a lot of traveling, talking, communicating, and moving forward. And I forgot what the hell I was going to get to. Sorry, guys. Okay, so the priestess is unknown. So a lot of you guys had a question about whether this person would stand the test of time. Okay, and what happened is it looks like they came through for you. Despair, pathway, and expectation. Now, initially, you may have expected them to, you were prepared for the worst. You expected the best, but you were prepared for the worst. But either way, you weren't attached to anything, but you were connected to all of it, okay? Not attached, but connected. There may have been a lot of love shown this weekend. Big changes in the partner. Look at the black and white cat. The mirror. The mirror would be middle ground. Not necessarily black, not necessarily white, but a reflection of your hopes and dreams. I want to say, you know, I believe looking at the horoscope, I think tomorrow we have a grand water trine. So this could definitely be part of that grand water trine. Let me take a look. Yeah, looking at the astrology, guys, we got a grand water trine with the North Node in Cancer, Mars in Scorpio, and the Moon in Pisces, all at 9 degrees, which is also it's part of a kite formation. So that exits through Venus conjunct the South Node. Okay, so with Venus conjunct the South Node and everything being at 9 degrees, that's 99999. 99 for some of you guys, you are closing out people you once had a bond with, and that's going to be opening you up for new places, new traveling, and your new vibe tribe. For others, it's unconditional love. I will help you. My love has no bounds. You're my North Star. You're my home. I feel at home with you. Venus conjuncting the South Node. Venus in Capricorn, serious and helping the past karmic lessons and past fears. Okay, so I had to look something up, and basically Venus with any of the nodes is Venus signifies affections and attachments. Okay, so when it's conjunct, when it's sitting on the South Node, this is attachments and, my goodness, I'm losing my brain here. Affections and attachments about your children in their later years. So this has to do with teenagers or your adult children. And anything, Venus and the nodes is there's a time of concern for a loved one. Okay, with the South Node, digging into my books, guys, sorry. Venus conjunct to the South Node would be another chance to do things right. Okay, I'd already said that, but let me read this other thing here because I got lots of information. Okay, so Venus conjuncting the South Node, highly experienced in finding love, being attractive, pleasure, cooperation. If somebody is unbalanced, they can be an insatiable flirt, okay, and a people pleaser who has codependent attachments to people's company, approval, and affection. When you are balanced, you can be incredibly charming, an appealing individual who knows how to establish harmony with other people while still being frank and sincere. Okay, so what did I say? Venus with the Venus conjuncting on the South Node. Yeah, this is, I already said that about a second chance, remember over here. So despair, pathway, and expectation. Somebody was really, really upset. There could have been, however you got this possession back, may not have played out how you wanted it to, but no matter, everything happens exactly how it's supposed to and when it's supposed to. So somebody may have been hoping that somebody will come back to them, or they may be just down on their luck and depressed that they lost something or they lost their way, is what I'm hearing. Despair can be about lack of opportunity. No job, no home, no money, no life. This is the country song, I want my house back, I want my life back, I want my kids back. So somebody's down in the dumps. They may be feeling like the victim. Like, why is it I keep getting kicked? Okay. They may have to love up on their dog. They may have a new dog, because this looks like a little Oh, this looks like the baby doggos. Not hiring. Loss of opportunity. So for some of you guys that got this possession or child or property back or animal back, you may be really unsure about the lack of opportunity. Pathways. For me, this is like the North Node. This almost feels like the Saturn and... Oh, the Saturn and the Pluto. That conjunction is coming up in January. Saturn and Pluto conjunct. Ooh, wow, that energy is probably already coming into 21 degrees. Where's Saturn at? I think it's at 21. Oh, I think Saturn is at 21 degrees. Hold on. Okay, anyways, without digging too much because I've talked too much. Okay, so somebody may have to try something different because whatever they're doing is not working, and they may have to realize that this was not destined for you, so they may be forced to go elsewhere because opportunities and doors seem to be closing all around them. So what direction do you head in? Okay, a lot of you guys may have initially cried about something. Okay, sorry about that. I had to pause it for a second. So we have despair about the changes that are going on around you. You can't fight it. You can't stop it. You just have to go with the flow. Okay, if you resist, you will suffer. The only way you can feel empowered is by saying, okay, well, that ended, and well, that's good. Because this next phase, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be happy. And I'm going to feel grateful for being alive and for everything I do have, okay? Because what was taken from you was not for you. What belongs to you can never be taken from you, okay? Unless you give it away. But look, expectation. You're just waiting. I want to say you're waiting for the ball to drop, but this is the good ball. You're like, all right, I lost my job, so where's that new one? It should be coming up pretty soon. So somebody's waiting to be empowered. They're waiting to know what direction they need to go in. So these came out together, so I will clarify them together. You're just kind of rolling with the, going with the flow, rolling with the waves, okay? Knowing that you're being guided to where you're supposed to go. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles can be jack of all trades or having many projects. It can also be about being protected, financially protected, knowing that you're not a victim. Okay, things are happening for a reason. And look, there's the Temperance card. Like I said, divine timing. You're waiting for the universe to open up for you because you know you did the right thing. Some of you guys initially doing the right thing, getting rid of a person, place, a thing, a situation, or an idea that is toxic now and no longer serves your highest, greater good. You guys know that you're aligning. And when you align, you know, exactly what it says, aligned, meaning things, you're lined up. Things will be lined up for you. You're probably finding that anything that you need comes to you, like I don't know, you're wearing your last pair of shoes and it breaks and you're like, well, you know what, I'll figure it out later. I'm just going to go ahead and get home, you know, or you say, fuck it, I'm just going to go walk around anyways. And you walk around barefoot and then suddenly somebody goes, hey, I just happen to have a spare pair of shoes. Because you didn't worry about it, you didn't stress yourself out about it, you just let spirit guide you, and it guided you right to a new pair of slippers. For all you know, the old slippers that you had could have been... Oh! Okay. Spirit says, you. You know I'm waiting for my shoes to come in. Huh, funny. That's how it happens. Spirit is like, you. Things might happen for you right when you need them. All you got to do is have faith. Okay? Prince of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Hangman, 6 of Wands, 21 the World, and 14 Temperance. Okay, so this is all clarifying this change of direction. Some of you guys went from initially feeling victimized to I'm not a victim. Okay, I am proud, I am worthy, I am more valuable than I have been treated or told I was. I know my value. There is somebody here though that is helping you, out. Prince of Pentacles can be traveling. This is it is reliability. It is the slowest card in the deck. It is slowly but surely growth. This is somebody coming to visit you. Could be also good news, like, oh, I got that covered, or I got that taken care of. This is help. I'm here to do this, or yeah, somebody's helping you out in some kind of way and they're coming to you. This is a physical visit. 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups, and Hangman. These aren't the greatest cards, but Mars is in Scorpio. That's the 5 of Cups. That would be disappointment about unfulfilled wishes and things that you had to say. Oh, this could be communication, discussing all the things that need to be done. I couldn't do that, I'm stuck, or I was waiting for. So yeah, the Hangman along with the expectation. You were stuck for a period of time until you learn to look at something differently, until you learn to realize that you are not a victim. You have all the power. Okay? Action and clarity about past disappointments and unfulfilled wishes. Maybe those wishes weren't, maybe you were wishing for the wrong thing, or maybe you didn't value yourself previously, so all your wishes involved some kind of sacrifice from you, and that kept you stuck for the longest time. Yeah, you might have been mistreating yourself and not valuing yourself. So it's kind of like, well, you know, I'll allow myself a glass of wine only if I've scrubbed the house from top to bottom today. Okay, so it's depriving yourself of something. Yeah, this is basically where you go from being victimized to victory. And because, okay, I'm hearing sisters are doing it for themselves. And it's because you're getting up on your own 2 feet and attempting to stand on your own 2 feet without eliciting or soliciting pity from others. Okay, you're taking responsibility for yourself and for whatever this possession, this house, you know, this child, this dog, this idea, this property, whatever it is, you're taking responsibility for it. There's no looking back. And like I said before, it's time to do things right. This is your opportunity. And at this point, you've become very clear. Whatever was that past pain, whatever power was taken from you previously, you now have it back. This is your chance to shine. And look at that. The thing is, this is totally karma, guys. Okay, 6 of Wands is public praise, acknowledgement, and appreciation. This is the, what do you call it? This is the victory walk, okay, for overcoming a past hurdle. This is huge. This is acknowledgement and recognition from others. They're like, you know, it's time for you to take your place. Okay, now I'm hearing it. I'm seeing Lion King again. When Mufasa is talking to Simba, and Simba is a child, he's saying, "Son, one day, everything the light touches will be yours." Okay, and then, like, he goes, well, you guys know the typical story of the Lion King. He goes through an identity crisis. Yeah, so this is. Sorry, I forgot where I was. You obviously you heard my name. Okay, so this is the victory walk, acknowledgement for it is time. Okay, that's what it was. I was talking about the Lion King when, you know, the Mufasa tells him everything the light touches is yours. He runs away because he thinks he didn't value himself. He did not stand up. He was told something and he believed it. And for the longest time, he just kind of put it on the side, you know, no worries. But, you know, he ignored emotions and never dealt with that issue or those feelings about himself. And then suddenly somebody catches wind, Rafiki catches wind, smells him that he's still alive, and is like, oh boy, what? It is time. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, this being victimized was a different time, a different place. Some of you guys, this may be fresh, this may be something that you're going through now, but your travels, your lessons, your passage have taught you to go with the flow. Okay, a lot of you guys have been turning, not that you're turning real spiritual, but you did a lot of thinking while Neptune was in retrograde. Now everything is starting to surface and things are beginning to move forward for you. Okay, world, the world card, when everything comes together, because it's time. You're waiting for your opportunity to act. That's what this is, waiting for your opportunity to act. So we got two cards of waiting. One is when you were suspended, when you felt you were the victim, and how quickly you changed that. You went from victim to victory. Okay, it is time. It is time for you, and I almost want to say this is still Scorpio energy, but yeah, Mercury and Scorpio sextiling Pluto and Capricorn. We have Scorpio and we have Pluto, one of the ruling planets. So it is about vindication, being vindicated, being able to reclaim what is yours. Okay, but except this time you have pride of ownership. Okay, you're gonna do it right. Now I want to get a final outcome because I'm going on a minute. I'm going on an hour here. Okay, final outcome with the card slam down message. Yeah, so somebody's going to show up to take care of something, and you're probably not going to get a call. They're not going to call you. At this point, you can probably expect them to do this for you. You don't have to ask them. They just kind of show up. Hey, what are you doing? Okay, I'm here to pick you up, or, you know, here to do something for you. They just show up. And that's probably all you ever wanted, for somebody to just show up. Five of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Here's that Venus and Capricorn card. Okay, so it's not because they feel obligated they're showing up. They're showing up because they want to. It is not out of obligation. It is out of love. Okay, there's no manipulation in this. Yeah, that is a beautiful final outcome. So, ooh, gosh, that's loud today. Okay, so can we get one card of affirmation, please? Oh, look at that. Yeah, so Capricorn. Prioritize. Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. Okay, so you got extra divine help. Okay, divine timing. It happens exactly when it's supposed to. When your lesson is over and you are ready to move on. You may not have valued yourself, and that may have caused you to not value something that you had. A lot of you guys may be realizing that now, okay? And, well, Archangel Metatron, it feels like your dreams and wishes are coming through for you. And guess what, guys? We're not, we're about to roll into Christmas season. Okay, that would be Pisces. Oh, excuse me. Not Pisces. After Sagittarius is Capricorn. So a lot of Capricorn energy here. Seriously taking care. Like I said, serious joy. Kahuna, priest, or an expert in any profession. And the funny thing is, I just had somebody come and visit me, like right after I pulled these cards, and I looked at the phone and it was 3:33. Kahuna, priest, expert in any profession. This is a number 33, so it is the builder of. And I did tell you guys that there is a lot of threes today. So basically, we are building our story. Okay, you know how in the Matrix, when Neo sees everything in binary code, the zeros and the ones, he sees the build, he sees the programming in the numbers. Basically, we are building our own program. Okay, so yeah, in a lot of ways, this is a choose your own adventure, okay? But you're building your own adventure, so you have chosen where you're going, and now you're beginning to knit a little bit, you know, knit one, purl two. It's a steady build, but it's happening, okay? My intention is to honor myself by making a deep commitment to developing my unique talents and becoming the expert that divinity has called upon me to be. Wisdom and expertise are the result of consistent commitment to a specific skill. Okay, and that's also Capricorn energy. Commitment, loyalty, sincerity. It may be your special gift from source. It might be unique to you, whatever the skill is. Whether you're already honoring your gifts or you're wavering in giving yourself permission to own and embody your calling, know that an expert lies within you, just waiting to be shared with the world. And the final card, Kaolike, balance. Nice. Equality, to balance evenly. 39, which breaks down to a 12, which I was telling you about, 12 and 3. A lot of threes in this reading also. And of course, I saw 333. So, Kaolike, balance. My intention is to find a healthy balance in all aspects of my life. To play as much as I work. To receive as much as I give, and to accept myself as much as I endeavor to change. Balance and equality begin within. When you can allow yourself to receive as much as you give, your energy will not be depleted. When you can find a healthy balance between self-acceptance and your commitment to growth, you can cultivate inner equanimity. When you can play and be whimsical as much as you're practical and productive, when you can play and be whimsical as much as you are practical and productive, your life will naturally come into balance. All right, guys, so not the victim, the victor. Take care, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you.